Hi everybody, it's me Mark again with Mark's Issues with Archie Comics. Last video we went through the first half of my dollar stash from my not so local comic book store, Urban Legend Comics in Bradenton or Tampa. I call it Tampa. Today we'll be going through the second half of that stack. Now these were all dollar books and they were all bagged and board, so you can't beat the price. Let's see, this one here I have is Betty and Me number 176. It's a 95-cent cover price plus the bag and the board, so you're already over $1, so it's a great way to save money. And Betty's there. She says, "I can't stop Bubbles from scratching herself." And then in the next panel, it's got, "Look, Archie, Bubbles has stopped scratching." And now Archie is scratching like crazy. The cover here is by Dan and Jim. Father and son combo there. The next one I have here is Betty and Me 179. Veronica's like, "Yawn, that ride was so boring." Betty's in the back with Archie. She's like, "Speak for yourself, Veronica." See, the next one I have here is Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica. This is number 342. She goes, "Veronica, a doggy waterbed is outrageous. I suppose your cat has one too." She goes, "No, Kitty has a milk bed." I don't think it's a good idea for a cat to have a waterbed or a cat bed with their claws. Excuse me, these are some fun ones. I always love getting Jughead. Jughead's one of the best. And this one is Jughead number 6, so it's volume 2. And she's like, "Why should I get up to dance with you?" He goes, "Well, for one thing, it would get you off my piece of cake." And as you can see, she's sitting on his cake there. This is Jughead number 31. This is when Jughead had his, punk rock, mohawk look going on for the times. See all those different looks there. Quite interesting. Very dated, I guess, on those. Which is unusual because usually Archie isn't a dated book except for maybe like bands they might have on the covers, like the Beatles or Hermits or like their flowery bell-bottom pants and stuff like that. But that really to me isn't dated. That's more classic. Let's see, the next one I have is Archie's pal Jughead number 46. He says, "I'm gonna be a what?" And these are leading up to where Jughead has a sibling born to him. This is number 48. And I believe his sibling comes in issue 50. I don't have 50. I have up to 49 because this is 49 right here. And the next one has the first appearance. That'd be number 50 of Jellybean Jones, which is Jughead's sibling. I got this one right here because I just love the cover. It's Jughead and Ethel, and he goes, "Maybe he really likes me." And he goes, "This is one way to get a free malt." He's such a player without being a player. Let's see, the next one I have here is The World of Jughead. This is number 564. And he's saying, "Somehow, Betty, I don't think Hot Dog has the makings of a watchdog, because the kitty there has chased him up the tree, chained to his doghouse. So he's a bit of a coward." The next one I have is a Pep Comics number 407. Classic cover. And Reggie's sitting there. He goes, "I wonder what that moocher Archie wants to borrow this time." And he snatches Veronica and keeps on running. Well, I'm going to start into the $5 stack of books because this hasn't been a very long video yet. I try not to make them too long, so we'll just keep going with the $5 books. This is the Archie Halloween Special. Not sure what year it is. I will look that up later. And then I got a whole bunch of the fun ones here. We got Archie's Christmas Stockings. This is number 2 from 1994. Great cover. And Archie's Christmas list there just has Betty and Veronica, Betty and Veronica, and Betty and Veronica. The next one I have here is Archie's Christmas Stockings, number 3. This is from 1995. And they have little calendars in them, and I did check, the little calendars are still in them. So $5 a pop, I wasn't complaining. This is Archie's Christmas Stockings, number 4. Veronica, you're supposed to give till it hurts. And she's like, I can arrange that. Let's see, the next one I have is Archie's Pals and Gals, number 142. Excuse me again. This would have been a good one for the Halloween video I did not too long ago. Archie's like, Ronnie, I'm only helping Betty to move around because she's a mermaid there and she can't walk. And Veronica's like, that is a very fishy excuse. That would have been a good Halloween one. The next one I have, of course, I'm still working on my Betty and Me run. This is number 103. It says, hi Betty, how's your speed reading course coming along? And it must be coming along pretty good because as you can see, she's got a whole shopping cart full of books. The next one I have is a Betty and Me 112. She says, Archie, I'm getting an upset stomach. And Archie's like, and I'm getting an upset wallet. Betty's eating too much. And another one I have here is Betty and Me number 116. They're at the drive-in theater and it's jalopy. And Betty says, this picture was a real bomb. And Archie goes, sigh. Let's hope the next one is just as dull. Because as you can see, they were kissing in the car during the boring movie. Next one I have here is another Betty and Me. This is number 120. Jughead doing some magic. Betty, what would you like to see me make disappear? And Betty says, my competition. Because she's out there with Archie in the moonlight. The next one I have is a Betty and Veronica Friends Forever Summer Special. This is a Dan Parent cover. The next one I have is a minor key. This is Betty and Veronica Spectacular number 27. This is the first appearance of, I believe her name was Bridget. She is a singer, and she makes quite a few appearances, and she is a plus-size girl. And, you know, because they're always trying to include different people. They have, you know, to try to make it all-encompassing nowadays. So they added her. She was a plus-size girl. And I'm not sure on the date on this one. And Archie did stuff like that before it was common practice. Let's see what year this one is. This is it's either 98 or 96. Let me get my cheater. Where's my cheater? Cheater. January of 98. I'm so old I don't even use glasses. I use a magnifying glass. Let me see. They got a picture of her in here somewhere. Yep, there she is. She's the one in the, I guess it looks like maroon shirt and the orangey tan pants. Like I said, she makes quite a few appearances. Not as popular as, say, Big Ethel or Midge, but she does make her appearances. Next one we have is another Jughead. You gotta love Jughead. This is Jughead Jokes number 60. Excuse me. He goes, Ethel, I owe you a lot for saving my life. And Ethel says, how about a kiss, Jug? And he's running across the water. I don't owe you that much. And I'm sorry for my coughing. My lungs were affected over in Desert Storm, Desert Shield with the burning of the oil rigs. So I have a permanent cough. I'm always coughing. And I apologize that it comes through on the videos. The next one I have is another minor key. Very minor key. This is Life with Archie 279. And it introduces Mustang Sally. She's turning the 90s into the 60s. Which I guess isn't a bad thing. The next one I have here is a Laugh number 330. It's a beach cover. You get Dalton there and he goes, gosh, Archie, where is mankind heading? And Archie says, towards those two blondes. The next one I have here is a Pep. This is from 1974. This is number 285. Dig the new twins in school. Monica's like, now that's what I call an unfair competition. Now again, with the dating of the, I was talking before, Jughead, that one dated really badly with his mohawk and the whole look. But like these classic ones don't do it. I mean, yeah, they're wearing weird plaid pants with yellow and lime green, but it doesn't make it look bad. Now these next three I got, my son suggested I try some of the new type Archies, like the Riverdale type Archies from the TV show. So I picked up Archie and Katie Keene. This is the number one, but it's actually Archie Comics 710. Part 2, which is 711. I didn't see part 3, and I picked up part 4, which is 713. Now, to be fair and to be honest, I did open this up when I got home, and he said, I'll give him a try. I'll go ahead and read it. I got like 3 pages into number 1 reading, and I was like, this is absolutely horrible book. And then I flipped through the rest of number 1. I never even bothered to open 2 or part 4, and I probably never will. If anyone wants these, ask. I'll be happy to send them to you. I mean, I've got $15 into them. Anyone wants them, let me know. I'll be happy to send them to you. But that was the last of my $5 stack. So if you've made it this far, please like, please subscribe, please share, because the more viewers I get, the happier I get. And don't forget, when I get to 101 subscribers, we will be giving away the Sabrina Dan Parent number 1. So that's it from this episode. Hope to see you next time. Bye.